magical time of year when the Great Wall of China and my apartment are the only two man-made structures visible from space. I must say, I'm really excited.
A long time ago, in a galaxy far, far away.
Feel, don't think.
Fear is my ally.
The Force will be with you.
We are encouraged to love.
Be mindful of your thoughts.
I will not betray the Republic.
Hey, Your Worship, I'm only trying to help.
Scruffy-looking nerve herder.
I'm not afraid.
You must unlearn what you have learned.
So, Happy New Year, everybody. Sorry I haven't been uploading a lot, but it's still the Christmas season here, and about the only thing we can talk about is Skeleton Crew. And I have found each episode to be unique in its own way, and I'm really, really liking it a lot, in fact. Like Alan Bergman said, and like what Sparrow said, it's a very surprising hit for Disney and Lucasfilm, and it's not woke at all. There's nothing woke about it. Even the accusation of having a same-sex parenting couple really doesn't fly, because you don't get that sense in the show. They've been very, very good about not taking an activist bent with everything. So this is going to be a spoiler video, so get ready. So the kids escaped from Nawood, who ends up being captured by the pirates because they showed up and took him prisoner. And the kids escaped. They went kind of like down this, like the garbage chute in A New Hope, and ended up in what basically looks like the dump. And they get into an argument and split up. And Fern and Neil go their own way to try to get to the ship, and Wim and KB go their own way. And we get to find out why KB is who she is, and basically the things she can and can't do. And basically Wim has to save her life. So Wim gets to see himself in a whole new perspective by helping KB. KB finally breaks loose and tells Fern that no, she can't do all the things. Fern says she can, and they have a moment of honesty. And then they have to go rescue their ship because it's about ready to be destroyed. So they rescue the ship, and the cool thing about it is the ship actually peels its skin off, and it goes from looking like a bucket of bolts to a kind of a neat looking craft. And then we've got Jod Nawood captured by the pirates, and he basically goes and is about this close to being put out the airlock, and he convinces them of the treasure on Ad-Atten. And we only get a little bit with him in this, and it's kind of too bad because he's my favorite character. But he convinces them of what he knows about Ad-Atten, and he saves his life. The show was directed by Bryce Dallas Howard, who did an amazing job. I think she should have a Star Wars movie. And it's good to have someone with a bit of a legacy working on Star Wars. And honestly, I think she's been an asset to the franchise because she knows it. She knows the franchise. She knows what the people want to see. And let's talk more. Because there have been trolls around and lying about ratings, and I think using Samba TV, which is, don't do that. They don't measure everything. I watch Skeleton Crow on my phone. Okay, but let's talk more.
This is Master Obi-Wan Kenobi. I regret to report that both our Jedi Order and the Republic have fallen. With the dark shadow of the Empire rising to take their place. This message is a warning and a reminder for any surviving Jedi. Trust in the Force. Do not return to the temple. That time has passed. And our future is uncertain. We will each be challenged. Our trust, our faith, our friendships. But we must persevere. And in time, a new hope will emerge. May the Force be with you, always.
So, episode 6 was good, even if it was, again, I think too short. 27 minutes was the go time from beginning to the end. I kind of was like, I wanted more. I wanted to see more of Jude Law and the pirates. I wanted to see how he gets away from them. And there were so many cool things. Like I said before, watching the onyx cinder shed its skin to get out was unbelievable. And the whole thing where the kids were by themselves and they came up with a way to get out of it was amazing. And another cool thing, we got to see X-Wing fighters chasing off the pirates. That was neat. All right, that was just really cool. So let's talk about the lie of it being so low rated. First off, Alan Bergman, was it 2 weeks ago, basically said the show has been a pleasant surprise. It's doing well. There you go. Okay. They hadn't expected it to do as well as it did, according to Sparrow. There you go. Okay. But we've got, trolls out there like WDW Pro who shows up under different names. I caught him last week here lying on my channel here and had to ban him again. If you all remember, he did threaten Cameron, and but he got away with it. The little fucker got away with it. And of course, he's got a new buddy named Knight of Melvin, okay, who needs to actually get a letter from a lawyer saying cease and desist. I might actually look into that. And they don't, look, they are the ones who are fully invested in failure. They're the ones that are telling you, even as the New York Times says, wokeness is dead, dying in Hollywood. Okay, they can't afford it to die. So they're going to tell you it's not dead. Okay. They'll look at those two women who supposedly are KB's mommies, and they will say, see, it's woke. It's like, if you walked away from that, had Chris Gore not said anything about what he thought it was, you never would have noticed anything, because it could have been a friend, single mom with their best friend. It could have been a sister-in-law with her sister. It could have been with her brother's wife who's freaking out. It could have been anything like that. Okay, so that in of itself does not make something woke. What makes it woke as well, look at The Acolyte, all right? And Alan Bergman, who's basically the number 2 guy, has said, we're happy with the Skeleton Crew. We're happy with where it is. Okay. And Caroline Reed actually has a few stories out there about, Andor being the cheapest show they did, but how come they spent $600 million on it? I mean, none of that is on the screen. Let me put it that way. None of it. Absolutely none of it. So these are the things that y'all have to understand and look at and, ponder, okay, what's really going on. And it's always something Kennedy had something to do with. Her handpicked people are failures, okay? When she stuck her nose into something Jon Favreau was doing, the Book of Boba Fett, it didn't do as well as it should have, because she stuck her flippin' nose into it, okay? And made demands that could not be countermanded because John wasn't on the set, all right? The Eye of Sauron was everywhere. And, that's what's going on here. In fact, the Skeleton Crew is doing a lot better than the Trashlight. Is obvious, because people who are watching it are happy to watch it, okay? I'm happy to watch it. I like it. I like it a lot. I like the characters. There really isn't any character that I absolutely can't stand. I mean, Fern, at least, is not relatable. She's not a Mary Sue in any way, shape, or form. Okay. And that makes her likable. Rey is unlikable because she's a Mary Sue. All right. Anyway, I wanted to just give you guys an update. This is kind of a spoiler video, obviously, because I told you guys what happened. But if you haven't seen episode 6, watch it. It's great. And it was a really nice treat to have on New Year's Eve night. Okay. Anyway, so y'all have a good New Year's Day, and I'll see you around the galaxy.
That's no moon. It's a space station.
It's too big to be a space station.
I have a very bad feeling about this.
See you, Shirley. Steady. Hey, steady, girl. Hey, what's the matter? You smell something?